Hi, I'm Vincent Manager, Technical and Training Specialist for the Entrelec range of thermal blocks at TE Connectivity. Welcome to the third installment of our video series, which is dedicated to reviewing 7 key steps to optimize thermal block integration in electrical panel. In today's video, we will discuss the installation phase, which is critical in terms of saving time, as delay can cause project costs to rise sharply. For example, you can have installation problem assembly, layout errors, time-consuming installation of accessories, too many accessories, and so on. In this video, you will learn more about how the detailed design of TE's Entrelec thermal blocks can save a significant impact on operation. Through various application examples, we will see how we can streamline the installation of thermal blocks within the panel. Depending on the activity or application within the electrical panel, users can choose between two installation methods: the classic installation of single thermal blocks, or the use of pre-assembled thermal blocks on a rail, commonly known as thermal block assemblies. First, the installation of single thermal blocks. How to gain efficiency in these operations. Some points are to be taken into account as soon as the products are pulled out of their box. For example, some thermal blocks, such as the screw clamp technology thermal blocks of the SNK Series, are equipped with a locking pin that you can see here on the right. This allows the block to be attached together but allow for the removal of individual thermal blocks at any time. This locking pin has several advantages. It allows to make clean arrangement of the thermal blocks by group of 10 inside the packaging, so that the users can take 10 blocks at a time and install them simply and quickly on the rail in a single operation. All blocks are also assembled in the right direction. This, combined with the asymmetrical thermal block design, reduces thermal blocks reversal errors that could lead to a short circuit or random contact faults, a great source of time savings. The following are some points that require your attention in order to provide for smooth thermal block installation process. Let's talk the rigidity and behaviors of the thermal block on its support. First, the design of the insulating body must offer a good rigidity of thermal blocks, which will lead to obtain, once mounted, a good alignment without drift between the blocks, limited deformation during the connection process under the effect of the tightening torque or the weight of the wire. Let's observe closely an SNK screw clamp thermal blocks where the mechanical and electrical reinforcement ribs provide both rigidity and insulation in a compact design. The central part of the thermal blocks used for jumpering is closed by a wall to ensure better overall rigidity of the block and good jumper guiding. Secondly, the ergonomics of the foot must be specifically studied to be neither too hard in order to mount several blocks at the same time and not break when mounting in dry or hot environments, but nor too loose, which could lead to distortion or deformation when tightening the connections. It must offer firmness during assembly, confirmed by the clear and sharp click, like you just heard on the video. On the displayed SNK thermal blocks, you see that it offers a combination of two hooking points to provide for good rail retention. Removal of the block must be easy and smooth, like on these SNK thermal blocks, where a small rotation of the screwdriver is enough to disengage the block from the rail, thanks to the leverage effects of the two combined shapes, the hook and the lever point, in the insulating plastic body. Finally, the screwdriver hole in the foot must be closed on both hands to prevent any deformation of the part during operation that would lead to poor removal operation ergonomics. Design of the insulating body support for safety and ergonomics. Preferably, use thermal blocks with an asymmetrical insulation body design, which limits incorrect mounting of the thermal blocks on the rail and potential short-circuit problems by providing an immediate visual check in case of thermal block is reversed on the rail. On the right is an illustration of this point on the SNK screw and PI spring technology thermal blocks, Thus, asymmetry has been worked on so that reversal errors can immediately be visible. The asymmetrical shape also offers good crimping comfort and facilitates handling and installation on the rail with only one end. Finally, the groove on the insulating support provides for a firm hold of the block in the hands. In addition to the mounting ergonomics, the safety of the ground tower blocks is also important for the safety of the ground rail connection, since a short circuit current can flow through the ground tower block. The mounting and rail contact technologies have evolved, and we can now count on the reliability of the so-called screwless connections for the ground tower blocks, which is saving valuable assembly time by simply snapping the tower blocks on the rail. The electrical connection is automatically established by the elastic metal foot. Informed users will pay attention to the removal process of the block and make sure that the screwdriver doesn't act directly on the metal part of the foot that could lead to a permanent deformation of the spring and potential poor connection with the ground. This risk can be eliminated using indirect action of the screwdriver, like on this SNK Series ground tower blocks, where you see that the screwdriver acts on the plastic part of the foot, which will then disengage the metal part under control force to make sure that you always stay within the metal elasticity constraint. The second solution is to use the so-called value-added services. Instead of installing one-by-one tower blocks on the rail, users can buy under one single part number a complete set of tower blocks pre-mounted on the rail from the manufacturers, pre-marked, equipped with the right accessories and ready to be installed in the panel. This solution is particularly interesting for OEMs who need to produce assemblies that are specific to their machine or equipment and in a repetitive manner. Most of the time they define standards of tower blocks corresponding to their need and outsource the manufacturing to a third party, thus benefiting from on-demand production. The high value-added solution allows them to standardize manufacturing, to save considerable time in production, and to minimize quality cost. The customer receives from his supplier a tested and validated tower block assembly ready to be used. If you use such a manufacturing model, please pay attention to the following points. The supplier of tower blocks and the pre-assembled tower block manufacturing service must be provided with a configuration software, such as Easy Rail Designer from Entrelec, to create detailed tower block drawing easily. The service must include the possibility of customizing the marking, packaging of the tower blocks with assemblies, kit, boxes, bags, and also with drawings, with logos, everything that needs to be customized for the customer. This is the end of this sequence. We hope you have enjoyed the content. Stay connected to our future video that will be dedicated to the mounting of accessories. Each month, one of the 7 milestones are featured, and for example, demos and 3D animation, we show you what you can do to streamline your productivity when using tower blocks in electrical panels. Thank you!